Let's go fishing. This is part 3 of a 3-part series where I went bass fishing the day before and got absolutely skunked. But thankfully my buddy Eduardo had invited me out catfishing the next morning. And like I said, with his expertise, I knew I was going to get on something. Bro was teaching me the ways, helping me out with rigging, giving me some free rigs, free rod holders, really just hooking it up and making sure that I had a good time. Shout out to Eduardo, aka Slop Catching on TikTok. Now after Steve came to showboat the big catfish that he caught, I was anxious to get a fish. And once I started seeing this line was getting picked up, I was super excited. And much like the last takedown, I was a little bit weary since I had lost 2 fish by this point. So I was kind of looking to Eduardo for some coaching as to what to do and how to do it. We noticed some slack lines, so I began to start reeling a little bit. And there was a takedown, but I didn't get it on video. But once I felt the fish was on there, I set the hook and started reeling. Fish on. And as I was reeling, I could feel this fish was on there, so I was pretty excited. But then as I went to bank flip him, he came off the hook. And I was having none of it, so I jumped down there and grabbed the fish. Of course, Steve came over to see if I actually caught a fish and I had to show it to him. I told him I wasn't playing around. I had to show them that I could actually catch fish. A nice little blue cat on the bank. Pretty stoked about that. And not long after, Steve hooked up on another fish. So we ran over to see what he had. Steve kept reeling in and got it up on the bank. Nice little blue cat. Eduardo and I must have picked the bad spot because these guys were getting on him down here. And not long after he got it on the bank, another one of his rods went off. So Eduardo started unhooking the other fish for him, so Steve could go over and get that rod. Steve got the fish in and bank flipped him up. Another nice little blue cat on the bank. Here he's actually showing it off to some people that were walking around that wanted to see us catch a fish. And when I went to check my rod, I had no bait, so thankfully Steve was willing to give me some more of his Kool-Aid chicken breast. These were the magic bait that day. And yes, I'm wearing gloves. I'm not trying to get salmonella. So I went over to put this on my rod and get it tossed back out there to see if I could get another bite. Now at this point it was really heating up outside, so the bite slowed down even more. And then that's when Rodney got on a fish with his Slim Jim on the line. Like I said, he was using Slim Jim as a bait and swore by it, but this was the test to show. So he kept reeling and ended up bringing a nice little blue catfish. Got him.